Hi YouTubers, this is Sue with Hometown to Homestead Gal Gardener, coming to you from the Potato Patch this morning. It is June 10th, 2020 at 6:30 in the morning, and it's 70 degrees out. It's absolutely beautiful. The birds are chirping. The sun is coming up over the rise, as you can see by the shadow on my face. And now let's turn you around and give you a peek at the potato patch and see what's been happening. So here's the potato patch that you saw me put in a few weeks back, and this row here is the row that I put the red potatoes in, and I'm not seeing much going on there, but I'll keep watering it because things seem to have been happening slowly. But this side, see those little green sprouties? This side, where the russets are, has some little green sprouts. That one actually has a pretty big one peeking out up over there. And today, I'm going to add a little more soil and some more straw on top and water them down good again. I just keep watering them down every couple of days. So let's count those. 1, 2, I think there's one in there too, but I'm not seeing anything popping yet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little tufts of green sticking out. This one, no, that one right there was the first one that I saw poking through. So this is exciting to see my little experiment potato patch coming through, and I'll just keep working at it. Now, step 1 of giving these plants some more life is on top of each one of those green little sprouts, I just put in another handful of soil, which is just the red and white bag Kellogg's garden soil, and then I'm going to top it off with some more hay or straw or whatever you want to call it. This was an old bale of Timothy hay that had gotten too moldy to feed the tortoise, so that's going to get piled on top. And as you can see, you see the water line. The water I watered yesterday morning, and this straw or hay does a really good job of helping hold the moisture in. We had 92 degrees yesterday, and I've still got a lot of moisture on the ground, but I'm going to water it in after I get it topped off with the hay regardless. And with potatoes, the more soil and stuff that you add to it, they start sprouting more roots because the potatoes are actually growing off the roots. And so the higher you make it, the more potatoes you get, in theory. And I've done it in buckets before and got a bunch of little potatoes, so I'm hoping I get some bigger potatoes in this bigger area to grow. But yeah, this row's full of russets, and I think there's a couple of Yukon Golds in there too. Whatever I had that was, excuse me, whatever was in the pantry that decided to start sprouting, that's what I threw in there. And the red potatoes I thought were starting to sprout, but they might have that retardant on them. So that's a true experiment over there. We shall see. Okay, so I've got the little potato plants topped off with some more soil, and then a whole bunch more straw on top, and watered down really good. When I add more straw, I of course do more watering at that point than I usually do, just to make sure that that stuff is all moist, and not nearly as much water as when I do, or more water than what I do on an every other day basis. But yeah, the little plants seem to be happy. I'm excited to see what kind of a yield we get out of those. A little surprised that the red potatoes don't seem to be growing at all, but I shouldn't be surprised considering they came from the grocery store. Not my favorite anyway, so maybe that's just God going, here, have a bounty of russets. We shall see. Lots of other things going on. My in-laws who've been staying with us took a little vacation to Missouri to go see their friends. And so I've got the house a little quieter right now. Folks are just plodding along, and we check in with them on a regular basis. Here in Arizona, the governor has lifted curfews and things are slowly being opened back up. We are taking the road of caution and only still doing the things that we have to do. Not as many of the things as we want to do, just to make sure, because they have been seeing numbers rise. This word pandemic is very scary, but the word itself seems very large, very big, but God's bigger, and I'm trusting in that, and I'm having faith in that, and knowing that God is bigger than any pandemic is what keeps me out of fear, keeps me hopeful. God is my hope. I've been crocheting up a storm, and I'm gonna do a little live show of some of the smaller things that I've been crocheting, because a lot of my friends and family want scrubbies and washcloths and things like that. So I'm gonna put those on a little Facebook live show, and then I keep saying I've got to get stuff listed on my Etsy. Got to get stuff listed on my Etsy. I will do that soon, because my pile of finished projects are stacking up big. But yeah, we just keep going, and hubby's still working from home, but that was pretty much something that they were talking about doing before everything went on lockdown, and so he seems pretty happy up there in his little office, and just working away. 2 out of 3 of the kids are still working. My daughter broke up with her boyfriend, so he is no longer living with us, and so we are down to a household of 7 currently, with the in-laws living here. Yeah, life is good. God is good all the time, and so we are looking forward to things blossoming and growing, and we just keep working on the yard, and I'm hoping to see some more veggies coming up. The cherry tomato plant that my mother-in-law put in has produced a few cherry tomatoes. Things seem to grow a little slower here in Arizona than they did in California, and I'm thinking it's because the heat just kind of retards their growth a little bit. I'm patient. God's taught me plenty of patience over the years, and so I will wait for that. But I have some more crocheting to do, so I'm going to sign off now. Have a wonderful day. This is Hometown to Homestead Gal Gardener, Sue, signing off. Bye.